Hello and welcome to another Tuesday Talk with Ruby Reese. Shortly, we will be joined by Amy from Wild Hideaways to speak about dog friendly getaways in Ireland. While we're waiting for everybody to join, I'd like to remind you all that we also have coming up to 30 other talks that are available on our website. Will even allow us to speak with Amy. Hello, Amy. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm good, thanks.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Yes, absolute pleasure.
Will you do us the pleasure of introducing yourself briefly?
Sure. Yeah. So my name is Amy O'Sullivan, and I am together with my husband John. I'm the owner of Wild Hideaways. We are a luxury glamping and eco spa resort, and we are adults only, and we are pet friendly.
Can't wait to get into so many of those points. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. For any of you guys out there that don't know me, I'm Killian from Ruby Reese. We're a brand about a year and a half old now, from Cork, and we've got a range of products that we brought out specifically based for, around the thought of our own dog that has sensitive tummy and sensitive skin. So let's jump into the topic about dog friendly getaways. Maybe, as soon as we're talking about a physical location tonight, maybe help us to paint a picture of what your hideaways are like.
Yeah. So we were about 5 miles away from Bantry, 1.5 miles away from a very small village, Kelco, in West Cork. We are surrounded by 365 degrees views of the Beara Peninsula, the Sheep's Head Peninsula, the valley that we live in, the Maelot Valley. So anywhere that you stand and look on our property, you can see an amazing view of West Cork. We are a good way away from any civilization, as some people call it. That's why I love it. We've been living here for 10 years. And we think that's why our customers love it, because they really do come here to get away from the hustle and bustle, just to disconnect and recharge, and to connect with nature. And that's exactly where we are. We are completely surrounded by nature here. From hearing the birds first thing in the morning to, watching a fox just cross away in front of you of an evening on sunset. And it's just a great place just to reconnect with yourself and with nature.
It sounds amazing. And so you arrive out in the middle of nature, and what's there? What amenities? I suppose when we start off with the human amenities first, what do you see when you arrive? Yeah, exactly.
So we have 6 luxury lodges. So a lot of people, when they think of glamping, years ago, glamping was basically a tent with a bed. And it's evolved a lot over the 20, 30 years that the glamping's been around. And every year somebody thinks up something new and things get better and bigger. So our glamping lodges are really not glamping at all. The only reason why we use the term glamping is because you are in the middle of a field. But they are luxury lodges. They're 35 square meters inside. A lot of people describe it like Doctor Who's TARDIS. They come inside and they can't believe the space that there is here. I can give you a little tour if I can work out how to switch my camera around. Is there any way to do that, Killian?
There could
is
be.
it this thing here?
Entirely sure.
Oh, look, there we are. Yes, I think I've done it.
Oh wow! Okay, yes, we can now see the room.
So this room's not been made up. Obviously, the bed's not made up. We haven't got any guests in here. Otherwise, they'd be wondering why I'm here. So as you walk in the door, you have your beautiful little seating area. There's my bottle of wine to try and calm my nerves, because I was very nervous about today.
Well, you can leave the nerves disappear now. You have your wine at hand and you're ready to go.
So this is the main area here. We have a king size bed. Now all the beds can be split into 2 singles.
Brilliant.
So you can come with your friend, or if you just don't like sleeping next to your partner anymore because they snore. We have We have a TV for snuggling up and watching movies at night time. These are our absolutely massive panoramic windows here.
Okay.
And I know you can't see because it is very dark out there, but as soon as you look out the windows, instead of looking back and seeing yourself in the daytime, you will see the Bantry Bay and the Beara Peninsula.
Wow.
And then as you come in here, we have a full kitchen, again with this is another picture window. So I know that's showing a reflection, looks like a mirror at the moment, but normally out there you see another beautiful view. So you can sit down here and enjoy your breakfast or whatever, your afternoon tea, and look out. And we have full amenities here. You've got your oven and your hob. And then coming through here, we've got our rainfall shower. And then our beautiful basin area.
I mean, this is so far away from glamping, like you mentioned. This isn't a yurt with the blow-up mattress. I mean, this is proper luxury.
That's it. It's absolute luxury. I mean, right down to your bedding. You know, it's really soft down and hypoallergenic down, but yeah, soft down to encase yourself in. Outside, we've got an alfresco bath at every single lodge. So, and that is screened so that you have your absolute privacy there, and it's connected to the hot and the cold tap. So you can have a nice hot alfresco bath, listening to the birds and looking out at the view. So that's your amenities here, and we have 6 lodges, and every single lodge is exactly the same. And we've done that so that nobody has any arguments and says, I want this one, I want that one. They're all exactly the same. And then we have our sauna and cold water therapy suite. So that's a shared amenity. It's a beautiful sauna, wood sauna, and we have a cold shower there. And outside we have a plunge pool for those brave enough to jump in for a plunge. And then we have our rewilding area, which is the pond outside that we rewilded when we built to get wildlife to come back in, because obviously, you know, when you are building, things tend to decide to go away for a bit, you know, flora and fauna. So we've rewilded that area, and we've already got the swallows, and we've got frogs, and we've got pheasants, and yeah, they're all coming back to visit us again now. And it's really important for us because we do have very strong eco policies here as well. We don't use any chemicals in our cleaning or in our holistic therapies. So that's the other thing. I keep forgetting my long list of things that we do. We also provide holistic therapies here. So we have a wonderful team of holistic therapists, and they will come into your lodge here in the comfort of your own lodge, and they will give you a beautiful massage or a facial, reflexology, all kinds of different treatments that you can book as well. And as you see, we're self-catering, but we also provide things like breakfast packs, antipasti platters. So you can bring your own food and stuff, but if you want someone else to do it for you, why not? So all that will be waiting for you when you check in here as well. So a far cry from a tent in a field.
Absolutely. And you're making it very easy for people just to shut off and you know, get away from, like you say, the daily grind and the hustle and bustle of the cities and towns. You know, you're out in the middle of nature, and technically you can have everything done for you. You can listen to the frogs croaking outside the window and get a massage and your breakfast delivered to you. Like, I mean, that sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And may I ask a little bit about your backgrounds as well? So, you know, why did you even set this up? Where did the idea even come from?
Yeah, so John and I, we've been together for almost 30 years now. We met in 1995 when I was at uni. And we took off to Australia together in 1997 and actually ended up staying there for 17 years. We raised our children there. And then in 2014, amid some family health scares, we decided to move back just to be closer to those that we care most about. So when I say move back, actually, I'd never lived here before. My husband's from the Malet Valley. Literally, you can actually see his home farm if you stand and look out over the fields. But you know, when we were making the decision to come closer to this side of the world, to be close to my family who are Somerset in England, and my husband's, it was an easy decision for me to make because I'd been coming backwards and forwards to visit the Malet Valley, and I just thought it was the most beautiful place I'd ever been to. So we relocated in 2014. Now I'm a drama music specialist by trade. My husband began his career in Australia in the mining industry as a mining supervisor over there. And then when he came back here, he kind of tweaked that a little bit. He's now a construction supervisor. So we were working away, doing our thing. The kids were growing up, and then COVID hit. And what happened was we suddenly had that 2-kilometer range of not being able to go anywhere, but within the 2 kilometers, I couldn't work. There was no singing allowed in schools. So I had no work at all. John was working. He was actually doing an extension at a pharmaceutical plant. So he was allowed to work almost all the way through COVID. But what I realized was when I was watching the news and all of these people, you know, in all these cities, they were holed up in these tiny apartments and not able to go anywhere. And even though we had a 2-kilometer limit set upon us, we had 2 kilometers of paradise. And I was walking Ozzy, my dog, every day. And we were, you know, walking up the hill. We were enjoying the fresh air, close to nature. And I just suddenly thought, geez, I've got to share this with everybody. What we have is so special. It's unbelievably unique. And it's something that I could see that people were craving. So that's where the little spark of the idea was to share this with people. And then that kind of grew then into, will we do glamping? Yes, let's do glamping. Will we go yurts? Will we go cabins? No, let's do cabins. Oh, let's do something really luxury. And so the ideas just grew and grew until we come up with this concept. And then we decided that we would then, go for planning and see how it all worked out. And took us 2.5 years, but we're there and we opened in October. And the other side of the coin is for us, it's a lifestyle business because, as I said, we raised our children in Australia. And even though they did come back here with us, they have since, as adults, both returned to Australia. And we also have 2 grandchildren over there now. So for us, it's a lifestyle business that, you know, during those cold winter months, you know, we can, you know, shut down for a couple of weeks, you know, and go over and see them. And it's not something I could have done as a drama music specialist and not something John can do when he works full time as a construction supervisor. So kind of tick the boxes.
That's amazing, and I think that resonates with a lot of people, particularly with myself and Chris, the Ruby Reese team, because, you know, during COVID we were living in Munich at the time, and we were holed up in an apartment without a balcony, without our own outdoor space, and you know, it's a city of 1 million people, so you were always considering, is it a really good idea to go out to the already crowded parks and things like that around the cities? So we ended up making the decision to move back to Ireland to be closer to nature, closer to the sea, and other things like that. So
it's just the fresh air, isn't it? It's the fresh air. You immediately feel cleansed and clean when you're in this beautiful fresh air, and you know, the dark skies, and it's absolutely pitch black here. You know, there's no light pollution at all. In fact, that was one of the things that the council wanted us to do. They wanted to make sure that we didn't have any bright lights here, so it's quite a low lit area, so that you can see the beautiful sky at night and all those millions and millions of stars. And yeah.
And as soon as a lot of my following in particular is very, very dog friendly and dog obsessed, some of them, or some of us, let's rope in the idea of the dogs. So are all of the cabins dog friendly, and are you welcoming, you know, guests to all the different cabins in with dogs?
So we have one cabin reserved for our hypoallergenic guests. So guests that may be allergic to animals of any kind have an option to be able to book a cabin that hasn't had an animal in it. But apart from that, all the other cabins are completely dog friendly. You can bring up to 2 dogs here, up to about 35 kilograms, we say, although that is negotiable if you want to call me, you know, it's in the terms and conditions. That's more for our customers' kind of comfort than anything else. It is a large cabin, but it is a cabin. So, you know, I don't think a Great Dane would be particularly comfortable here.
Okay,
Yeah, but we're always up for discussion. If anyone has got a Great Dane and wants to consider bringing them here, give us a call. I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. But we generally say small to medium-sized dogs. We are in a rural area, so we do ask that our guests keep their dogs on leads when outside, and that's more for the safety of your own dog than anything else, because we've got farm animals around and farmers, and we want to make sure that your dog is safe and not being trampled on by a herd of wayward cows.
Of course,
So,
and I think all of us as dog owners are delighted that there are more and more options coming online, particularly down this luxury route. So I think we're happy to keep our dogs under control as well. So that's kind of
Killian, as soon as you walk outside, you've got pathways and fresh air, and your dog's just going to love, just as soon as they step outside, they're in nature. So it's not like we're asking you to keep them on a lead in an enclosed area. So for us, the design of the cabins, I knew straight away that I wanted to be dog friendly. Since my children left home, me and my dog have become inseparable. He's the first person I talk to in the morning, and he's the last person I talk to at night. And he's a huge part of my life, and I know that dogs are a huge part of other people's lives, and they don't like to leave them with other people. When they go off and enjoy their holiday, they want to enjoy time with their dog. So when we designed the cabins, that was always in mind. So as I gave you that tour around, you'll see there's not a plethora of soft furnishings or anything like that. It's very, very easy for my housekeeping team to keep clean, sweep the floors easily. There's no carpets that have to be cleaned or anything like that. So it's with that's the design in mind. And I wanted a large floor space around the bed, so there was room for 1 or 2 dog beds and room for your dog to potter around as well. So they've been designed with it in mind. It wasn't an afterthought for us. And here at Wild Hideaways, we're all about connection. I'm personally, that's the first thing. It's one of my core values as a person, is connection with other people. And I really find that that's one of the main things that I want to do when I meet someone, is to connect with them. And here you can connect with the person you've come away with, and if that's your dog, you can connect with them here, and you can both connect with nature. So that's where the whole ethos comes from.
That makes brilliant sense. And so what might people want to bring with them? You mentioned things like bedding, the dog's bed and things like that. What should people think about bringing with them, and what's already there for dogs, maybe
So we do provide dog beds and dog bowls, 1 dog bowl and 1 dog bed. If we have a lot of dogs staying, we've got the 6 dog beds. So if you're bringing 2 dogs, we may just send you a quick message and say, hey, maybe bring a dog yourself. But I know a lot of people want to bring their own beds anyway. But you do have a dog bed, and there's a pooper scooper. So one of the things I actually wanted to say to your followers actually is that when you come and stay here, you're in the country, you don't need a plastic poop bag. All you need is a little spade, and you pick it up and flick it over the ditch.
And that makes a lot of sense, particularly when you've got nature to kind of take care of the rest of it as well.
Exactly. You've got foxes and pheasants and cows and sheep, and they're pooing all over the place. So, there's nothing wrong with your doggy doing that. But obviously, if they are doing it on the path or near the pond area, just scoop it up and pop it over the ditch there. You don't need to pop it in a plastic bag. So we do provide those little dog pooper scoopers for that. We do want to put in a little dog washing area that we're going to put in when the weather gets a bit better. And that's just a little area just to clean paws and stuff outside before you come in. But the best thing to do is to bring what your dog is used to at home to make them feel comfortable when they're here. But everything else is provided for you.
Sounds brilliant. And did you have any challenges in the designing process in creating maybe a pet friendly space?
So No, I think because we thought about it from the initial concept, everything was kind of taken care of. So we haven't had any challenges with that at all. Nobody has said that things aren't right or that anything needs to be changed. Everyone seems to be really happy. So the only thing we've had the suggestion about was the little dog washing station, because you can get really muddy around here, especially in the winter. And it is an easy thing to do, to be able to just hose off the dog's paws. So that's something we're going to do over the next couple of weeks. But yeah. No.
That sounds like it's customers being more considerate for you as well, and maintaining your product. That's brilliant.
Yeah. I think what happens, Killian, is people walk into this space and they see a beautiful space, and then they respect it and they want to keep it that way. And so they take extra special care to make sure that their dog's paws are clean before they come in. So we really appreciate that. One of the things that we have with our customers is we have 12 points of contact from when you book up until about a week or two after you've checked out. And those points of contact are customer service and messaging. And we really feel that our customers know us before they've even arrived. And I feel that when your customers know you, they respect you more. And they're more likely to look after your place. So customer service is one of the things that is really, really important to us, and making sure that our guests' needs are met. And we're always open for little requests. If there's anything special that you want, all you got to do is send us a little WhatsApp message when you've booked and say, "Oh, Amy, hey, it's my husband's birthday. I'd really like to have a little cake with a candle in it. Can you do that for me?" And, things like that. So
the little things that keep us all really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. It's my job.
Absolutely. Love it. And tell me, you've got a dog retreat coming up, Mind, Body, Soul, I think it's in April. Is the 19th till the 21st?
Yeah, 19th to the 21st. So that's actually sold out in 6 days. So we're very, very excited. And we're so excited that we're taking expressions of interest for people that want to maybe attend the next one. So I'll tell you about it, because we're definitely going to do more. So it comes from that connection thing again, about wanting to connect with people and connect with your pet. And for me, it was, we're going to expand and offer retreats at our place. And I was here thinking, what am I going to do? And what kind of retreats? And, who can I connect with? And, we're dog friendly. What can we do? And, the normal thing came to mind, let's have a dog training retreat. People come along, stay here and get their dogs trained. But then I thought there's no connection there. So I just reached out onto one of the Facebook pages that I'm a member of. I think it's called People in Cork with Their Dogs, or People with Dogs in Cork.
Yeah.
And I just put a little thing at the top there, and I just said a little status, "Hey, this is my place. Anyone interested in doing some kind of holistic dog retreat?" And suddenly started getting all these, yes, I'd love to. And I had Catherine from Snout and About contact me and said, "Oh, look, I think this is a great idea. Let's connect and let's see where we can go with it." And then we also had another couple of people. We had Aideen from Hounds and Hellies, Deirdre from Pet Paws, and Caroline from Doxercise. They all kind of responded to my post there, and we ended up having a Zoom meeting over a glass of wine on a Friday.
Very good.
And we fleshed it out, and we just said, what is it we want to offer? And I said, well, for me, giving humans an opportunity to connect more with their dog is what's important. That's what I want to do. That's the service I want to provide. How can you help me do that? And they're the experts. So they came and they had all these great ideas. We can do this, we can do this. And we kind of fleshed it out and said, right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the whole holistic mind, body, soul. So we are still in the process of coming up with an itinerary. But we've sold out the retreat. We've got a number of people coming, and because all the beds split into twins, we've got some friends that are coming to stay with their dog friends. We've got couples coming to stay who've got one or even two dogs, and we've got single people that are having a whole lodge to themselves and their dog. So we've got a lovely range of different people coming to this, and it's going to be an opportunity for them to try it, some dog yoga, dog Pilates, learn some more about dog behaviours, try out some man trailing, some boot camp, a little bit of everything. It's like a taster in this amazing setting where we're close to nature and can connect with each other, and also gives them a really good opportunity for other dog owners to meet people that they may not have been on their radar before, and make new friends.
Absolutely. I think that's, community building is something we really, really believe in, and it's one of our core values. And in fact, out of the four ladies that you mentioned there from the dog community, 3 of them have been on the Tuesday talks. So Deirdre's the only one, the odd one out at the moment. But so
Deirdre, you're listening. It's your turn next.
We'll have to get you booked in the next couple of weeks, so I don't feel bad. But I think you're definitely in great hands there with those absolute brilliant professionals from the local dog industry. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. And like doing it in such an idyllic area as well is going to be very, very different. I know that they all run courses and different programs around the place, but I think it's really, really special down around your neck of the woods, because it's just a completely different time away from your day to day, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just down the road, we've got the Mail Woods Walk as a 3.5 kilometre loop walk where you can let your dog off leash as well. It's a little bit of run around time there. So we're going to do a guided walk down there as part of the weekend as well. And also, an opportunity for the humans to rest and relax as well. You can book yourself a massage, book yourself a breakfast pack so you haven't got to cook your own breakfast. There's all kinds of things to treat yourself as well as treating your dog. So I'm really, really excited about it. And it's only the start of things to come. And we were joking, actually, we've got a group chat now between all 4 of us, but we are all women entrepreneurs. And I said, this is what happens when queens put their crowns together. Something great happens. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about it, and I can't wait. And look, if you're interested and you're sad that you missed out on this opportunity, then don't worry about it. Get in contact, and we can put you on the email list. So as soon as we have another date, then you can sign up for that one.
And I think that's brilliant messaging, for those people that are listening in or listening back to the recording. How do people get in touch with you best to get, to express interest for any future events coming up? And indeed, maybe outside of the retreat, I presume people can book in and stay as well, for this spring or later in summer.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we are Wild Hideaways, and the best place to find us is on Instagram, wild.hideaways, or on Facebook, Wild Hideaways. We are a very, very new fledgling business, so our website isn't up and running yet, but will be in the next few weeks. So if you want to make a note of it, it will be wildhideaways.ie. So you'll be able to find us there. And we've also got a booking site. So if you go into Facebook, into my profile, or if you go into Instagram, into the bio, there will be a link there that you can just click the link straight to book, and that'll take you to our booking site where you can book your lodge, and on there you can say how many dogs you have and what kind of bedding configuration you want and all that kind of stuff. But it's always good if you have a special request to send us a WhatsApp. So I'm on WhatsApp 087 212-1675, and there is also a link to that on Instagram and Facebook as well.
That is brilliant, and I think that is the perfect note to end on, guys. So thank you so much, Amy, for coming on and sharing. You've absolutely sold your location to me anyway. I'll be ready to get out my credit card any minute now after we've finished up speaking. Guys, if you want to support, like Amy said, you can get on and start booking your getaway, or you can follow on wild.hideaways on Instagram. If you're not following us already, we're Ruby Reese Official. Amy, thank you so much for coming on and sharing. I look forward to seeing your business grow, and looking forward to visiting you down in West Cork as well.
Thanks, Killian.
So much.
I had fun. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.